Hey guys, welcome into another weekly portfolio update. Today we're starting off in the stocks. We had an interesting Friday today. There was a couple of things happened. Corsair Gaming was down pretty big, 8%, and SPCE was down 16.8%. A couple of bits of news that happened. So with Corsair Gaming, they just released the guidance on earnings. They adjusted their earnings or expected earnings down for the current quarter and for the current year. It's due to like supply chain issues and stuff, so kind of things that are outside of their control. So in the short term, kind of brings the stock price down, but in the long term doesn't have too much an effect on the business because these supply chain issues shouldn't be long lasting. But as always, it's not financial advice and you should do your own research. But yeah, I took this dip and I bought some more of the stock. I sold Square stock. I sold 1.5k NZD, which is my full position of Square. Sold all that and put it all into Corsair Gaming this morning. So I put it through in two purchases, and one of them went through at 25.76 and the other one went through at 25.82. Not much difference there, but yeah, pretty happy to get a bigger position into Corsair at quite a low price. SPCE I did not buy more of, so they went down 16.8% roughly in a day. So what happened with SPCE is they delayed all their commercial space flights to Q4 of 2022 next year. So obviously that's had a pretty big effect on the stock price. However, this is an extremely volatile stock, and if you zoom out, it's like next to nothing. Like that's just a small day for SPCE stock. It can fall a lot very fast, and I've held it quite a while. Can't actually remember how long I've held it, but I have held it for it's gone to like 100% returns twice, I believe, and I've held it for everything. Although it's a pretty small position, to be fair. Yeah, I bought here. I did sell like the tiniest bit, but not enough when it was at highs. Should show me. Yeah, I sold like the tiniest little bit here. I should have sold more, but I didn't. Didn't quite register how overvalued it was at the time. And then I did buy a little bit more in the dip here. And at the moment, I'm pretty much just gonna let it ride. Still just a small position, so yeah, just let that one do what it's going to do. Put in $726. Yeah, it's a very speculative stock considering they have like $2 million of income this year and it's valued at like $5 billion or something quite large like that. Yeah, 5.15 bill. It's very speculative, and yeah, I'm just really interested in the prospects of space, so yeah, that's why I'm holding that stock. Yeah, Corsair, great valuation, and it gets even better. And plus these supply chain issues, when they do eventually disappear, it's going to be like a positive for the business, because it's like we're pricing in all this bad news and like supply chain issues. They specifically mentioned the GPU shortage, because the chip shortage, as being a big part of the things that's made business be worse. So it's like what's affecting the business. So yeah, well, hopefully over the next probably year or so, all that concern will clear up and supply chains will get back to normal, and then yeah, Corsair's stock will be continuing on its, well, hopefully continuing on its growth trajectory, and the stock price will hopefully continue to go up from there. Yeah, stocks in general, the portfolio is down $765 this week. And that was the only move I made, the selling Square and buying more Corsair Gaming. We can see my Corsair stock is 10,900. Yeah, it was already over 10,000 before I put 1.5k in, but obviously with the stock going down and then adding more to it, yeah, so we're down 1.8k on Corsair in total. But yeah, I mean, I've made a big, almost as big a loss on Workhorse, and that's the tiniest of positions at the moment. So yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. And yeah, my cost basis is on the whole portfolio is 43,000, so still up 12,000. And yeah, not holding too many stocks in the green really. Most of them are in the red, especially because I sold Square at like about a 32% profit. So yeah, selling off another green stock. Actually, I would consider selling MicroStrategy shortly in the future, due to what crypto is doing at the moment. I mean, I would hope to see some sort of run up like this, but yeah, we haven't really seen it recently. Crypto has been going pretty crazy in the past few weeks, like almost at all-time highs. Some coins are at all-time highs. Ethereum's doing really well, almost 4k, very nearly. I believe it has peaked out at 4k or roundabout. Yeah, so hopefully we get a bit of a spike in MicroStrategy. There's also a Bitcoin ETF, a Bitcoin futures ETF that's going to be up and running soon, hopefully. And yeah, hopefully this can all have a price effect on MicroStrategy, get a bit of hype going in there before I sell out. I'd rather get that money out of MicroStrategy soon, because I can put it into other stocks that have better potential, less risk. There's quite a bit of risk in MicroStrategy, and it doesn't seem to be following crypto in the same run-ups as it did before. Like the first time I bought in, it really followed crypto up, and yeah, I was hoping that would happen again, but now that crypto's like almost all the way back up to where it was there, MicroStrategy has not followed, which is a little bit unfortunate considering it was like the main reason I bought it. It was like a hype play that I held way too long. But yeah, hopefully it runs up so I can sell out. And yeah, not a lot going on in the Hatch portfolio. Just a massive loss on a Workhorse still. Yeah, moving on from stocks, we'll go into crypto. As I was saying, yeah, crypto is doing pretty amazing at the moment. Bitcoin just above 61k, or 61.5. Ethereum almost at 4k. Dot has been doing really well. I noticed Dot had a trend for like the longest time that it would bounce between 25 and 35, no matter what like the rest of the market was doing. I just started buying at 25, selling at 35, and so when it got to 35 this time around, I was selling, and then it went up to 40. I was still selling. Went up to 43 now, or 42 I think was the last time I sold. So yeah, it's gone a lot higher than it usually does, but that's just based on numbers, trends, nothing to do with background info or anything that's going on, or like actual use cases for the coin or anything. It's just patterns in the numbers. Yeah, a few coins aren't really following the same trend though. Like there's a Cardano hasn't been doing anything for the past couple weeks really, although they did pump up before that, so they'd kind of gone for their run. Cardano kind of went for a run before that. Ravencoin hasn't been following, which is unfortunate because that's my backup mining coin. I'm going to be mining Ravencoin when I can no longer mine Ethereum, and at the moment mining Ethereum is about twice as profitable as mining Ravencoin, at least for the GPUs and stuff that I have. And the GPUs that I got were kind of bought, well, 2 of them were primarily as Ravencoin miners, like they're the best ones I could get for Ravencoin mining, and the third one is like second best for Ravencoin mining. So the fact that it's still double for Ethereum is like pretty insane. But happy with how profitable the mining is at the moment. I'll just go quickly into the mining stuff that I'm doing. So refresh this here. It does say that I'm earning $10.50 US per day, which is like 14 New Zealand dollars. Take power out of that, and it's about 10 New Zealand dollars per day. Yeah, my unpaid balance, 81.76 USD, which is about 115 NZD. So what I really want to see is how much I can actually get of this back to a bank account in cash, in New Zealand dollars. This payout, so, ooh, that's actually pretty low, the 59.5. That's the lowest I've seen it. I believe my payout is set at 40, but we can chuck this in. You can see how much we're actually paying. So so currently the transaction fee to get this balance, or like 115 or whatever it was, out to New Zealand dollars, like the initial transaction just to get it out of here, Ethermine, would be 7 New Zealand dollars. I'm trying to wait for it to get down to, I believe it's 40, yeah, 40 GWEI, which should be around 5 New Zealand dollars. I believe it does vary quite weirdly. So yeah, the GWEI is real weird. If you Google the actual translation of the GWEI, it's like a fraction of a cent. It's like 1/10,000th of a cent or something crazy. But then it actually translates into this much Ethereum somehow, because you times it by 21,000 for some reason. I couldn't possibly tell you why. I got kind of messed up by this on the first one, thinking that like 180 GWEI is like a fraction of a cent, so I don't care about it, and so I just put in 180, so that the transaction went through immediately, and it ended up being like 18 New Zealand dollars. So that was a big waste of mining time, but yeah, won't be doing that this time. 61 is getting close, so at the moment I'm pretty much just waiting. Earlier it was like at 100 and 120. It's basically just the transaction fee for getting this out of the pool and back to my wallet. So yeah, at the moment $7, waiting for it to go down to around $5, and then it will oh no, sorry, will it automatically do it? It should automatically do it. I do have the I did change my threshold. Should be going through. Nope, it's still set at 0.05. Well, I'm going to change it to 0.02 anyway, so that it will automatically go through when or when the transaction cost hits my price that I'm willing to pay. Yeah, so making decent profit from this. Gonna probably get around 100 New Zealand dollars out here, and yeah, my mining rig's mining away. I've currently turned off the miner on this computer so I could record a bit better. As you can see, so there's two 3060 Ti's and one 6600 XT. We get between, or up to about 42, 43 megahash at the most on the 3060 Ti's, but because it's variable due to the LHR unlock, it can go down as low as like 30, some of the time, whereas the 6600 XT is extremely reliable. It's like 32.5 like all the time. Like this is just refreshing right now. Let's see what the numbers change to. So this one didn't change at all. This one went from 41.5 down to 35, and this one went from 38 up to 41.8. So yeah, and these wattages that the cards are drawing, they change horrifically, so that's not accurate. It's like probably changing second by second depending on the LHR unlock for these two cards, whereas the you see that just switch around. The 6600 XT down the bottom here is pretty much between 59 and 61 watts, so it's extremely reliable. And I'm pretty keen to get another 6600 XT, but they keep going up in price, which is really annoying. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for crypto. Touched quickly on the crypto mining, and the last thing I'll talk about is my house and my net worth. So my house has recently increased in price, or in theoretical price, so the estimated price that the bank has it at. So it's now worth 576k, which puts my equity in the house at 238k, which brings my entire net worth, like my equity in my house plus my stocks plus my crypto, is 300,000 combined. Net worth of 300k, which I'm very happy with. Yeah, 24 years old, net worth 300k. I feel like I'm doing pretty well for myself, and yeah, hopefully just gonna keep on going up. Gonna keep working hard. Hopefully get another investment property. Hopefully expand the crypto mining rig. Get some more money in stocks. Yeah, all of it. Any other investment opportunities that come up that I want to pursue or be going after. Yeah, sweet. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and have a great day. See ya.